Alright, in today's video, Pee-wee and I, mainly Pee-wee, is going to be doing a repair on the central AC unit for the second floor of my house. Now, what happened about 2.5 weeks ago, I went to bed, but right before I went to bed, I turned on the central AC unit to cool down the house, and about an hour later, I woke up to water dripping on my head, but it's kind of a blessing because I did catch this in time before it caused any major damage, so this is going to be a really important video to watch if you have a central AC unit in your house. Basically what happened with my unit, I'll take you upstairs in a moment here, but the P-trap got clogged and there was no safety switch indicating that the P-trap was clogged. Water overflowed into the pan and there was another issue up there, so if I didn't catch this, there's a very good chance that we could have had a lot of water damage in the house. Okay, so here's the second floor AC air handler unit. Now, basically what happened is the P-trap right here got clogged. And what happens when the P-trap gets clogged, the water starts to back up. So the water started to back up in the unit, and then it started to come out from the second overflow pipe right here. Now, by today's modern safety standards, pretty much all modern air handler units have a safety cutoff switch right here. So basically what happens if this P-trap's clogged, water starts backing up into the unit, and it starts to come out this second drain hole right here. There's a safety sensor that senses, hey, there's water in here, you need to shut off the machine. So it looks like there may have been one on this unit at one point, but it's not here anymore. So basically what happened is P-trap got clogged, water came out right here, and then it started to flow really heavily, and it came right down and landed on the drywall right above where I sleep, and then water started to come through the ceiling. So again, thankfully we caught this in time. We're going to improve this system and we're going to make it a lot safer. What we're going to do, we're going to remove this old P-trap and we're going to install a modern serviceable P-trap. And the second really important thing that we're going to do is we're going to install a safety switch. So if the new P-trap we install were to ever get clogged and water were to back up, the safety switch would tell the unit to shut off and ultimately prevent a disaster from happening. Here's the downstairs air handler, and you can see this is what the modern easily serviceable P-trap looks like. That's what we're going to install. But also you can see some other drain ports there. So there's no safety switch for this unit there, but there is one on the pan right here. So if that P-trap were to get clogged and water started to pool in the pan, then that safety switch right there would sense, hey, there's water in the pan, we need to kill power to the machine. And as you can see, it's tied right into the thermostat wires there, so that's exactly what we're going to do with our safety switch. For those of you that aren't normal followers of the channel, I'm actually recovering from shoulder surgery, so Pee-wee's really doing all the work here. But she just cut out that old P-trap, and that's all clogged up and nasty. And we have the new one roughed in, and what we're going to do, we're going to do a 45, go above that unistrut, 45, back into the P-trap, so we're going to fit everything dry. And then I got to teach this girl how to glue pipes. Just trying to put one foot on the pipe and have her just cut off the pipe, but we gotta go down in the garage and use the vise. That's two. I don't think it's really the right tool for the job. I think this is more for irrigation line, but nice thing about it, it doesn't leave burrs on the inside. Alright, let's go dry fit everything and see if we can make it work. Alright, see if you can dry fit that.
Oh, this moves.
Yeah, it's on threaded rod.
Oh, geez.
It's fine. You're gonna have to grab that lower piece though. Did you push the bottom piece in?
Yeah.
You sure it's in there good?
I'm gonna go back and tighten it.
Okay. Everything looks okay there? We do need to check pitch on that lower pipe. We gotta make sure we're pitched good. In the yellow bucket there should be a level. So we're shooting for 1/4 inch of pitch. Yeah, we're well beyond 1/4 inch. Yeah, we're probably more like 3/4 pitch. Which that's good. So we're gonna have no problem there. Okay, so I'm happy with how this looks right now. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna glue everything from that cap back pitched down. We'll glue that on, then we'll glue it to the unit itself, and then we'll install the safety switch. It's a little bit too much. You don't need to dip it again though.
No, I'm squishing it off.
Go back inside that white pipe though. So you gotta get deeper in there. See how there's a little spot back there? Yep, go around a few times. Okay, good. Now do the same thing on the other pipe. I'd go, no, not on the inside, outside. Good. About an inch. A little bit more. Okay, and now with the glue, you're doing the same thing except you're going quick. Like, you need to glue it and put it together within 10 seconds. More. Okay, good. Do the other pipe. Alright, that's fine. Put it together. So push hard, and give it a little twist. Stop. Is it at 90 degrees? Okay, don't touch it. Or we'll actually hold it together. Put pressure on it. Gentle pressure, gentle. Because what'll happen sometimes is it'll actually, as it's curing, almost had a death fall there, but as it's curing, it may want to push out a little bit, so you just want to apply a little pressure for, 10, 15, I think technically 30 seconds, but you should be okay. You should be able to release now. Okay, you want to let go?
Yep.
You can let go. Perfect. Alright, that's number 1. Hey, you like these fumes? They getting you high yet? No, not the inside. Just make sure you don't put glue on the inside. Good. Much better. Good. Push hard. Little turn. Okay, make sure is it at 90? Or are these flat? Hold it. Gotta turn this. Okay, that should work. We gotta make sure that this is perpendicular. 90-degree angle here. Okay, that'll work out fine. Good.
Down. Up.
Yep, up. Quick, put it in. Turn it. You gotta turn it. More. Okay. Hold pressure on it. That should work. Not terrible for your first time. Little messy, but
It's pretty.
I think it'll hold water. Before we glue in that P-trap, I think it's going to be a lot easier if we just install that safety switch now. So Pee-wee's going to take her channel locks, and she's going to go lefty-loosey, and she's going to loosen up that old fitting there. I don't know what happened there. It almost looks like they were...
The whole thing's...
Yeah, it's supposed to. It's weird. I still can't tell if they had a safety switch on there at one point and then took it out, but why would you take it out? Just doesn't make sense. Okay, that looks pretty darn good. Not too bad. Not too bad. We got a little bit of primer drip inside the P-trap there, but that's alright. Is we need to shut off power to the unit. So above your head, there's going to be a switch. Yep, so make sure that's off. So throw it down. As for installation of this safety switch, it's really pretty simple. Once we get in there, all we're going to do is just install this in between the red wire that comes off the thermostat and where it goes back to the air handler unit itself. So one side's going to get tied right into the air handler, and the other side is just going to get wire nutted off to the thermostat red wire. And then we'll do a test. We'll turn the unit on, and we'll lift up the float, and we'll see if the unit shuts off. Alright, so here's the brown wire. This comes from the thermostat. So what we've done is we've taken the red wire from this brown wire. The red wire that comes off the thermostat used to connect onto this contact switch right here. So we disconnected that, and then we connected one side of the black wire from the safety switch to the red wire, which initially connected here. And then the other side of the safety switch, the other black wire that feeds into the unit now, is connected to where that red wire used to feed into. So basically, we've installed the safety switch between here and here. So now, if the water ever rises because of the P-trap being backed up, what happened, that float should raise, and therefore it will close off the circuit in between here and this contact switch, therefore turning off the unit. So we're going to close this back up, give it a test, and just make sure that safety switch is functioning properly. Also, just another side note, I just took a water bottle and I filled up that P-trap, so that has water in it. Whenever you replace a P-trap, even before you turn on your AC unit for the season, it's really a good idea to just make sure you have water in your P-trap. Otherwise, you're going to have problems. So, alright, so we just turned the unit on. I can hear refrigerant running through the line. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this safety switch out of its holder, and I'm going to raise this float, and I'm going to see if the safety switch is working properly. If the safety switch is working properly, within the next minute here, we should hear the fan shut off, we should hear the refrigerant stop circulating, everything should shut off completely.
Yay! Success.
I would call that a successful repair. We filled up that P-trap with water. I don't see any leaks, so Pee-wee did a good job gluing those pipes back together. We just tested out the safety switch, and the safety switch did shut off the unit after about in between 30 seconds and a minute. So I'm feeling a lot more confident now leaving the house and having this AC unit on. So